gas at the dispo. I roll with Green Solution, the solution.
Live from the Green Solution Studios, 420 Virtual Celebration Week. One of the most unique 420s ever. Let's get Devin the Dude on the line.
Well, I heard you got a new song coming out, though. Hi, what is up with that? With Lil Duval.
That's a feature I'm on with Lil Duval, man, and Burner.
Okay.
You know, it's called High, but it's actually it's not actually about just being high smoking weed or whatever. It's like being high with a woman and her loving is actually making you high. Or the love making is making, you know what I'm saying? It creates the high between the two.
Okay,
but
okay.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool, man. A little different little thing. But yeah, much love. Shout out to Duval for reaching out.
I mean, you the best. You're up there with like Snoop Dogg's and Wiz's. You're like one of the legends, brother. So it's always a pleasure to have you tap in with me.
Good looking out, man. Yeah, we've been smoking when it wasn't cool at all in the beginning.
I know. How was it when you put out like Doobie Ashtray? That was like before it was accepted, before it was legal.
Well, you know, I couldn't just bluntly put it out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to kind of be creative about, you know, how you portray certain things. I don't want people to get the wrong idea. And my Doobie is, you know, was like, it was important to me. My Doobies was important to me. It was just as important as any other big item to any rich guy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of wanted to. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I kind of portray, you know, so I don't want to put like weed in my songs, but my songs are just so full of weed already with me, just already, you know. I don't like to put out weed songs per se, but when I go in the studio, you know, they end up that way because I indulge a lot and I kind of incorporate that with whatever I'm doing. But in general, in life, you know, we go with everything.
We go with everything, man. It keeps peace, keeps us connected.
Yes, sir.
That's how we all stay friends. Well, tell me a good weed story. I know you got a good weed story. Maybe like you're on tour, crossing a border. Like, tell me something, one of your crazy weed stories.
Well, coming in like from El Paso, you know, you try to coming into Texas back in the day used to be really, really strenuous getting back with anything. But you know, the border toward near El Paso and South Texas, you know, coming in from west to Texas, man, you know, I tried to get away with a little something, you know, probably like a quarter pound of some really good stuff. Actually, a lot of good stuff. A collectively, you know, put together bag of all kinds of stuff. It was just about probably 20, 25 different strands of weed in that 1/4 pound. So I'm trying to get it back, and they stopped us. And I think they checked us because we rolled down the window, and all they had to do is just they looked in to see how many people were in there and all that. And as soon as he put his head in, he was like, "Oh yeah, y'all go over there." You know what I'm saying? He said, "Y'all park over there." So we parked over to the side. They start going through bags and cars and everything. And one of my friends he had like a little nickel bag that we tried to smoke. I stopped earlier, like a city before, to like, look, we got to smoke everything because we can't have nothing up top. We need this, you know, so we got to get through this real clearly. So when the dude up top got caught with like a nickel bag of whatever, they just tore the whole van up then. And then they found my shit.
Oh, man.
My stuff.
Pull the dogs out on you?
Yeah, they pulled the dogs out. They found my stuff, and I fessed it up to it. It was mine or whatever. And they say, "Well, good. You can go to the same cell that Snoop Dogg and Willie Nelson go to all the time."
Classic, man.
It was a cell in there that, you know, he was trying to inform me that, you know, a lot of famous people been in this particular cell. Is, you know what I'm saying? And he would take a picture, but it was but
classic moment. What was you doing last year on 420?
Out on tour. I'm normally on the road during 420, man. I'm normally Colorado 420, you know what I'm saying, or somewhere on the West Coast where it's more friendlier with the weed, more weed friendlier. But you know, around this time every year I'm pretty much on tour. And I go everywhere, you know, New York, you know, Florida, you know, Carolinas, Midwest. But I always end up and the West, the West Coast around 420, man. But with this thing going around right now, it's putting a little damper on it. But everything's probably just gonna get pushed back, and I'll still be in your city this year somewhere, sometime.
I know. Last year we was with you, man. I have to say I've done a handful of shows with you in my life, and the way you perform, you're a real artist. It's more that you really put on a show. You could really sing with no lyrics behind it. I haven't seen many artists that really put on a show and just vibe with the crowd. It don't matter if it's 100 people or 1,000,000 people. You just really touch the soul, man. So again, it's just a pleasure you came on and joined us today.
Oh, my pleasure, man. My pleasure, man. I appreciate y'all reaching out, man.
So you said Monday your song dropped with Lil Duval, right?
I believe he's dropping it. He's dropping it Monday. Yeah, it's in his hands right now, man. He's like put like a little video snippet of like the a promotion of the song, and yeah, man, it'll be cool just to get people reviews on it. It's a little different for me, man. So
it's different for all of us. This is crazy times, man. But crazy times make us do different things. You gotta stay connected. One last question, and I'll let you go. How'd you come up with that cover, the most classic cover of your album of all time? When you sitting on the pot, you just like, what was going through your head?
Actually, man, we did like, no kidding, like 1,000 pictures, just 1,000 shots. And we were just doing all kinds of ideas. We were just brainstorming, actually. Then the manager up at the Rapper Lot, the jazz management, chief, we just did a lot of hotel shots, in and out of hotels, smoking and everything. And we had with girls and outside, looking suave by cars and stuff. And then while we was in the hotel shooting some smoking shots, he was like, man, you got the song called Bathroom Boo Booing, man. Why don't you go in there, take one boo booing? Oh, man, come on, man. You tripping. You know what? I was so high, like, you know what? You might be right. I was high, but I went in there and I did a couple of shots. I made sure that my kneecaps was real ashy.
Yeah.
and I kind of propped everything up, put the Swisher Sweets there. And I was reading the paper at the time, it was called Houston Chronicle, but I scratched out the end so it looks like the Houston Chronic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was reading the Houston Chronic, and yeah, man, we went with it. We had fun. We did like 4 shots of those, 1, 2, 2, 2, and I didn't think nothing of it. Towards the end of the week, it was time to turn all the photos in to come up with an album cover. So I like to, everybody to, all the people in my camp just to help me out with a lot of stuff all the time, decision making and what sounds good, what looks good, what's the goal, what's not. So I had all the pictures lined up in the studio, and I asked all my homeboys, Coffee Brothers. I was like, man, y'all check it out, man. Which one y'all think I ought to go with? And we had like 1,000 pictures, 1,000, type pictures, 1,000 snaps, but maybe 8 to 10 locations or whatever. And only 4 shots of the bathroom, man. Everybody, man, went with the bathroom shot. I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't vote for it. I didn't vote for the bathroom boo-booing shot, but the majority ruled, so I had to, look, okay, I'm roll with it. Y'all say it's a go, man. But I was like, man, y'all better be right. And I guess they was right, man. It was pretty cool. Something to trip out on.
Especially in that time, that's probably one of the most classic hip hop album covers I've ever seen. Just like it sticks you, like, God damn, what was he thinking? But that's hard, bro. Hey,
yeah, I did it
again.
And I just did it because it was a musical thing. I think it was done probably 1 or 2 times before. I think probably Betty Wright did it. I think, and only rapper or producer I think did it. He was just on a whim, just tripping. I think Hitman, who used to be down with Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he did. He showed me something that he did, like a cover up back in the day. Like, oh, okay, a small world, Boo Boo Brothers, man, cool. But yeah, man, that was cool, man. I get, actually that album solidified the name. My name was just Devin,
Just Devin,
and the name of the album was The Dude.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just The Dude. My next album was gonna be Devin Just Trying to Live. And my manager, Rico, he was like, no, man, everybody knows you're Devin the Dude, man. You got to stick with Devin the Dude. I'm like, well, I don't know, man. That's from Quincy Jones. I got that. That's one of my favorite albums, The Dude from Quincy Jones.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I went with that. Scarface asked me what was my favorite album growing up, and that was The Dude. And then we revamped that song for the album. Actually, that was the last song we did for the album, and it made it. And he said, "Yeah, that's the album. That's the name of it. That's it, Dad." That was Face was saying, "You the dude, man. That's it." You know, because he was overseeing the album. But the name Devin the Dude, I was like, well, I don't know. I want to act like I made it up or whatever. But that particular year, it was a female artist. Her name was Devin. It was 98, a female artist
Oh
named
yeah.
Devin from somewhere. And he said, well, man, it's a girl out there named Devin too, man. You don't want to get it mixed up. I said, it's a girl named Devin singing? She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, I guess Devin the Dude will work. So they can distinguish the two if she's going to be around for a while. Much
That's
shout
what's
to her
up.
if she's still chilling somewhere.
Hey man, I always love hearing the history. I hope Scarface is doing good. You mentioned his name. I know he was going through it a minute ago. I don't know if you still reach out to him, but I hope he's doing better.
Man, hopefully so, man. I'm checking out some of his videos and stuff yesterday. He had a new video with Zero on the hook. Oh man,
Ooh,
that's jamming, man. Whoa, yeah, that's live,
the
man. But yeah, much
classics,
love to
man.
brother Face, man. Much love to Face more. Yeah, man. If it
Hey,
wasn't for him, man, he was, I wouldn't be talking to you right now, man. He had a lot of belief in me. He's the one who kind of pulled me to the forefront to get on his hooks. Hand of a Dead Body with him and Ice Cube.
yeah,
He let us tour with him as far as the Odd Squad. Much love to Jug Mug and Rob Quest from the Odd Squad too.
man,
Yeah,
love.
man, we was touring with Face, and he put us under his wing, man, and kind of taught us how to fly, man. How to have that swag and the studio ethics. Most
Yeah,
importantly, studio ethics, man. That's what he really instilled in me, man.
I could tell from your stories. You're real. You paint that picture that's just you know what you're doing. You can just feel it. It's like you're there. It's a moment, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, thanks again, Devin. You got anything else you want to tell the people? What you got coming up next?
Oh man, I just I'm working another album, man. I got an album out right now. If you don't have it, it's called "Still Rolling Up," something to ride with. So make sure you check that out. Still rolling up something to ride with. And Acoustic Levitation was the album prior to that one.
That's what's
And
up.
I'm working on another one right now too, man. And it should be out probably around June, July. But
Okay.
I have time to work on it right now, so ain't no rush. I'm just make sure everything's cool. Rob Quest gonna be on most of the production, but I have yet to solidify the whole album worth of work just yet.
Okay. Well, shout out to Rob, man. Shout out to
Rob
thanks,
Quest,
Devin. You the
yes
man,
sir.
brother. I've always looked up to you, so it's a pleasure to even have this interview. And I'll check out for you when you're in Colorado next time, man. We'd love to bring you by the Green Solution. And
Oh man, my pleasure, man. I need some help with something too, man, because I don't, what I'm saying, with the stuff going on, we got to kind of stay focused, stay safe, and make sure everybody, what I'm saying, be real cool with what's going on. And my girl was tripping. She was thinking that it was over with for me. Like, you have nowhere to go. You can't work. You can't do nothing. I was like, no, I'm a jack of all trades. You know what I'm saying? I don't just sit around jacking off. Look, this is what I do. Look, I can do this. I can grow. Look.
oh yeah, love it.
Man, that's some bull right there. Look at that, man. It ain't growing up right. Look at that. I'm going to get it right, though. I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get it right.
Hey, I know you probably won't do this, but if maybe you will, since you're such a performer, you wanna sing a couple of Devin the Dude classic bars for us or something? Anything you want, new, old, just give us a couple classic verse. I know I hate being put on the spot doing this, but this is once in a lifetime.
Okay. Once upon the wings of love, I dashed up on the craft. Wrinkled foreheads greet me, but I'm high, therefore I laughed. Attendants rushed me to check my bags. They said, hurry, because we're 15 minutes behind. We have one seat left, and it's way in the back. It shouldn't be too hard to find. Go sit down. I said, all right, bitch. But I said it kind of low. Didn't want no problem, so towards the back I go. I had a little weed on me. Didn't want it to show. Some helicopter took my partner 3 months to grow, so I slid to the rear to chop farm a chair. Hey, pretty girl, is this my chair here? The PYT didn't even crack a smile. She smelled my black and mouth. She think I be acting wild, and she refused to lose her purse. Out the middle of the seat, freak tried to get the dude to curse. One of the niggas to rant and rave. Just because of my color thinking I can't behave, I said, pardon me, ma'am. Excuse me, miss, but there's no reason for you to be pissed. I done paid my dues, paid my bills and fees. Just want to sit by the window here while I'm feeling the breeze, cause right now I feel so good that I Won't let nothing or nobody bring me down. Can't wait until the pilot finally levitate. Trying to find a way to feel just like this every day. Yep, 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 yeah.
My man. Hey, thank you again, Devin. It was a pleasure, brother.
My pleasure,
I'll see
man.
you
Good
soon.
looking out, man. Good looking out. Time to roll up.
Roll it up.
Man.
We send love to your family, man. Hope you guys are all stay safe, and thank you again, brother.
Good looking out, man. Y'all be safe too, man. God bless. Hold it down, man, and keep smoking.
Keep smoking. The Green Solution.
Yeah, Green Solution. Shout out, man. Green Solution, man. Y'all keep making major moves, man. Much love. Y'all making something, man. Listen out.
Hey, thank you, brother. We'll talk soon. Stay blessed.
In the mile high, get your mind right. I got what you like. Flooding my Bugatti, make my wrist glow.